I'm going to continually say, if you're a man, you cannot be fat. People, I had to cover this. I've literally not long got off my cardio machine, which is why I'm sweaty. But basically, I was on the machine, doing my cardio, looking at YouTube videos, and this one video came across, and I had to touch on it. So you see the title, something on the lines of "Men can't be fat." All I ask you is watch to the end of the video and then leave a real, truthful, honest opinion in the comments. And that goes for both sides. If you're a woman watching this, please, I want to know your thoughts as well. Normally, I steer clear of this body positivity stuff. Like, I agree with its initial sentiment, which was love yourself, which I think is a beautiful message, but something needs to be called out because it's super hypocritical. So if you haven't gathered, the premise of this whole runway fashion show is to showcase people of different sizes can wear swimsuits. So the whole premise is that body positivity is key and people of different body sizes exist, right? Before any of you keyboard warriors start slapping the keyboards, I'm not saying anything's wrong with these women, but let's just carry on watching the video and see how it progresses. So as we keep watching it, all of a sudden I see something and I was like, why does something seem off to me? And then I clocked on, I was like, oh, okay. So the whole video we just watched was basically them showing bigger women of all sizes, can wear swimsuits, flaunt your curves, be empowered, all that jazz. I'm not even hating on that stuff. However, when it comes to the man now, why is it that they never opted to do the same thing for the man? So I was literally sitting there thinking, how can this whole show be about promoting various size people, but then when it came to the man, why isn't there an empowered overweight man on there next to the ladies? But no, they purposely went for the super muscular, ripped dude. It seems like there's a little bit of hypocrisy there, right? The idea they're trying to do is to normalize these sort of bodies being seen. However, the energy only seems to be towards the women, which is why I'm going to continually say, if you're a man, you cannot be fat and expect to get the same treatment. Let's be real, even these brands and companies, like you'll see ads more often for women, not men, because they do not really rock with it the same way, which is kind of unfair. You can't just pick and choose when you want to be body positive. This easily could have been a moment to celebrate both genders, but maybe it's just me. People that are watching right now, what do you truly think? Write in the comments, because when I watched it, I thought, oh, okay, these women are overweight, they're getting showcased. That's cool. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with it. It was only when I saw the guy, I was like, okay, that's a bit hypocritical, isn't it? So I went into the comments, and guess what? Literally 99.9% of the comments is women saying, oh my God, this is beautiful, this is wonderful, so empowering, so enlightening, oh my God, you're changing things, all of that nature. However, I didn't see no women go, okay, that's cool, but maybe next time we should probably get a man as well to kind of represent both sides. None of them are saying that. Actually, to be honest, on the opposite end, there was women literally going, oh my God, that guy, he looks sexy, doing the opposite. The only few comments I found was from men, obviously, because the men was like, okay, if we're going this route of body positivity, you should get some body positivity. Men would be overweight, maybe different height sizes, a guy that's balding. Or if you didn't even want to do that, you could have went for the average man. Why didn't you go for like an average looking dude? This dude is far from average. Less than 1% on the planet look like that type of dude. You know what I mean? Regardless of what Instagram shows you. So it's one of those things you're like, why did you pick it? And let's be real, the reason they picked it because they knew if they put like an overweight guy next to her, it would probably draw a little bit of the focus, and they know that overweight men don't get the same sort of compassion and love and admiration as overweight women do in this society right now. So it just seems kind of fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? I personally am on the self-improvement wave, so I like the idea of people bettering themselves, getting in shape mentally and physically. So that's the realm I see in. However, if you're on the side of this body positivity heavy and the fat acceptance movement, you gotta do it on both sides. But what do you see in the media for the most part? Mainly just women. So what we're gonna do is quickly Google fat acceptance and see what sort of people come up for the most part. So you're gonna often see mainly women, because this is what I was getting at, is that women almost have a monopoly on this. There isn't that many men. So what we're gonna do now is type in body positivity. And as you can see, once again, it is mainly women. And funny enough, this almost basically ties into what the video is about. For example, we've got now Lizzo, which is like one of the queens of body positivity. He's got here two dudes that look very similar to the beginning of the video, right? But yeah, it's just interesting to see how the larger woman is probably more accepted and appreciated more than the larger man. And it just seems unfair, you know what I mean? That's coming from someone that I don't even really believe in that side of the movement. But I'm just kind of, what's the word? I'm just kind of flabbergasted that they did this. The whole show was about body positivity, and then they end up whacking the super diced, chunky chocolate black man.
Easy, white chocolate. I wouldn't want you to melt.
It was just, it just made the whole thing seem a little odd. Do these people not even see the hypocrisy in their own movement? And this spans into other areas as well, like for example, how like many women will say that if a guy specifically says he won't date someone overweight, that is disgusting. However, in that same breath, will say things like, what? I don't date short guys. So it's things like this that's hypocritical. So this is why I really say, if you're a man watching this that's overweight, and the reality is you need to definitely have that accountability on 10. Like you need to be aware. I'm not saying you have to try and get like super shredded and muscular, any of that, but just know that self-improvement is key, and you need to like constantly keep working on yourself, because as a whole, I believe in body positivity, but I feel like it should be across the board. Fat acceptance is something I do not rock with. It's just enabling people to be overweight and never change.
All right, turn your listening ears on. Zoop, catch a bubble in your mouth.
I just want to apologize for what you're about to hear, because this girl is super annoying. However, it is important to the scope of the video and make sense in context, but she's super shrill and she's super annoying. And also, I disagree vehemently with the point she's about to make. Let me know what you think. Anyways, let's carry on with the video.
Okay, here's the thing. Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking, or wakes up early in the morning, or loves pizza. But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. That's fatphobic.
Many men that are out of shape and are overweight tend to take a little bit more accountability and just know that, nah, I'm just overweight.
When your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic.
Marginalized people? I'm sorry? You're fat, not oppressed. If somebody doesn't want to date me, that's okay. Being fat is a choice. Granted, we all get there different ways. Me, instead of going to therapy, I decided to eat my feelings. Really bad idea, by the way. Nobody is obligated to like you or want to date you or to even consider you attractive. I don't know where this is coming from.
I truly believe fat acceptance and body positivity are two separate things. But anyways, that's a different kettle of fish. I've made a video on fat acceptance in the past, but overall as a whole, I'm interested to know what you guys think. So please write in the comments your thoughts.